Yikes. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up, Buttercups? Welcome to Business Bay. We are back. And we back. And we back. And we back. Shout out to everybody that is rocking with me on that late night business. We're talking about some late night visits. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with me at 4 o'clock in the morning when we're doing business bays. I am here to go ahead and give you some news you can use. Damn, I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Son of a gun. Yikes. Yikes, Rooney. We're gonna see if I can do it through the iPad. Go ahead and get your pen and paper out. If you have, listen, has anybody used at least one lesson from Business Bay? Have you at least used one lesson from Business Bay? Can you say, yo, you taught me something, such and such, and I applied it to my business? I want to make sure that this is working for y'all. Have you at least used one thing from Business Bay? And if you used one thing from Business Bay, tell me what it is. Talk to me. I talk back. Talk to me nice. Don't talk to me twice, looking ass. Talk to me, I talk back. All right. If you use one thing from Business Bay, what is it? Now, here's the deal, guys. This is week 5. I know we like, what? Well, we started week 5 in the middle of the week. Don't worry about it. You ask too many questions. Week 5, day 1, we're going to talk about legal aspects of business. Week 5 is all about the legalities of business. All right. Now, I'm not talking about just having a corporation versus a LLC versus or whatever. I'm talking about being compliant with your business. Quick story, true story. I was operating my cake business out here in Dallas County, and I you have to file sales tax every quarter. I forgot to file my sales tax a couple quarters. Maybe I didn't even have that much sales tax, right? Because it's a food. I don't think I even had that much sales tax. I probably didn't even have any. However, I forgot to file the sales tax. Didn't think nothing about it. Why did I get pulled over and find out that I had a bench warrant? Yes. Your girl, out of all the things I could have a warrant for, and it could be a lot of them, I had a bench warrant for my sales tax. Come to find out, and I got a problem when I check my mail. Come to find out that I was out of compliance with the sales tax here in Dallas County, and baby, they thought I was trying to hide some shmoney from them. And they had tried contacting me or writing me letters or whatever, and I didn't see them or I threw them away. I just didn't pay attention. And then they gave me a court date, and I had no idea I had a court date. And what happened? There was a bench warrant. Now, luckily, the man did not take me to jail. He said, "I am not about to take you to jail for a bench warrant for sales tax. However, I need you to call the county assessor's office and get this together." Y'all, I literally had to go down there and pay like 3 late fees, maybe $75 total, in order for them to lift the bench warrant. So your girl was gonna go to jail for not turning in her sales tax information here in Dallas County. That's why I said we need to talk about the legalities of business. You got to make sure that you are doing what you want to do. Here's another fun fact. I had a customer back in the day when I was doing business, babe. When I just first started the class, I had a customer who had a full-fledged credit repair business. Full-fledged credit repair business. She had t-shirts, pamphlets, flyers, business cards, Facebook page, full-fledged credit repair business, taking clients. She came to one of my business bay classes. We did the research. Credit repair companies ain't legal in the state of Florida. Credit repair companies ain't legal in the state of Florida. She didn't know that. All she know was I'm about to start a credit repair company. I'm good at what I do. And I'm gonna help these people. These people in Florida need help. Yes, a lot of people, and people were lucky to see her. Like, oh, girl, you doing credit repair? Come through. And she was like, oh my God, so many people want me to do it. I just got so many clients. I'm overwhelmed. You got so many clients because the shit is illegal. It's illegal. Now you can get credit repair in Florida. You just can't have a company with a Florida address that has credit repair. So we may or may not have to move that company, have to change that company's corporation to Wyoming. May or may not. Again, my shirt says what? Allegedly. Allegedly, we changed her incorporation to Wyoming, but her business is in allegedly and changed the business to a consulting business. Allegedly. And here we are. But I say that to say this. let's get into the introductions to legal aspects of business. So, y'all ready? Let's get it. Let's go. What's up, Business Bay? Many businesses fail because, listen, many businesses fail not because they are not profitable, but because they were not legally protected. All right. So, if you out here making money but haven't handled your legal business, you might be setting yourself up for failure. I just told y'all, your girl, me, Uno Nuno, almost went to jail about sales tax, right? So today we're talking about the legal must knows that keep your business safe and successful. Someone say safe and successful. So if you are ready to learn how to keep your business safe and successful, drop Legal Bay in the comments. If you want to build a legally protected business, drop Legal Bay. All right. Now, if you are new to Business Bay, the way I teach my online classes is I'm going to teach in sections. We're going to start with section one, of course. I'm going to give you some news you can use, some examples, and a key takeaway. If you have questions about section one, I want you to ask those questions before we move to what? Section two. Before we move to section two, ask the questions. If you can, get out pen and paper and start taking notes. All right. So let's talk about section one. Let's get it. Let's go. Section one. Why legal compliance matters. Why is this important? Right. So here's the deal. Ignoring legal requirements can cost you big time. We're going to talk about why legal compliance is critical for every entrepreneur. Number one, I just told y'all I almost went to jail over sales tax. Number one, legal compliance matters because it avoids fines and shutdowns. Fines and shutdowns, right? So, not following legal guidelines can result in penalties, lawsuits, or even business closure. Penalties, lawsuits, or business closure. Sometimes when you go to your favorite restaurant, they didn't close down because they ain't got no money. They ain't closed down because the cost of chicken wings is too high. They might have closed down over legalities, right? They closed down on some legal and they'll come in and shut you down in a minute. Number two, listen, legal compliance matters because you want to protect your brand and your assets, right? If you don't own your business name, someone else could take it. If you don't own your business name, someone else can take it. Guess what I have trademarked? Coach Misty. What's trademarked? Coach Misty. Yeah. So I'm waiting for my official paperwork, my certificate. I'm going to submit it to TikTok. And then everybody who got these fake I am Coach Misty pages, official Coach Misty, you're going to have to take it down. You're going to have to go ahead and relinquish that, or you're going to have to pay me my money. Right? I have Coach Misty trademarked. All right. Number three, build business credibility. Customers and investors trust businesses that are legally structured and compliant. I'm going to say this. Customers and investors trust businesses that are legally structured and compliant. Okay. Number four, separate business from personal liability. I've been talking to y'all about that for a while. If you don't set up your business correctly, you could be personally responsible for debts and legal issues. You could be personally responsible. For instance, my major business is Misty D. Scott. Thank you for the gifts. My major business is Misty D. Scott Incorporated. You like, well, ain't you Missy D. Scott? I'm Missy D. Scott. But this hoe is Misty D. Scott Incorporated. Who you gonna sue? Because Misty Scott the person makes 20,000 a year. Misty D. Scott the person can get food stamps. Hmm. Huh? I'm gonna take that in. Hmm? Misty D. Scott the person can get food stamps. Yeah. Uh, I'm belching, so you know I'm on some bullshit. Misty D. Scott Incorporated, that's a rich bitch. Misty D. Scott Incorporated is a rich bitch. Misty D. Scott, the person, can get Medicaid in the state of Ohio. Okay? Listen, you got to separate business from personal liability. And I'm going to get into that a little bit later. Let's talk about some common legal risks for business owners. These are, when I built, you know, I'm on some bullshit. I almost said something. Common legal risks for business owners. Number one, operating without a registered business. Now, I'm not telling everybody to get a LLC, but I do want you to at least get a DBA that's doing business as. Normally, most cities or counties will you can buy a DBA for less than $50, right? Some LLCs in states are less than $50. So let's do our research before you determine that you don't have it. So, common legal risks for business owners: operating without a registered business. Number two, failing to pay taxes properly. I almost went to jail about it. Number three, not having contracts in place, right? When you bring on new staff members, if you make products, if you sell, like I make spiritual smell good, right? I'm a spiritual spell good lady. So what do I have? I have NDAs for people who come to work for me. NDAs. Even if you come over here to help out, I'm about to hire like two people or a contract worked out this weekend for two people. Before they do anything, before they touch anything of mine, they have to sign NDAs and non-competes. Right? If you're doing a weekend's worth of work with me, what your non-compete is gonna say that you cannot start a business similar to what I'm doing for a whole year. I don't give a damn if you came up with the best smelling body wash there is. If you claim this shit do anything spiritual other than cleanse your pores, you cannot do it. Cause I'm gonna say you came over here and got the idea for me. You weren't thinking about a spiritual body wash until you came over here, right? All right, so you have to have your contracts in place. Number four is using someone else's intellectual property, which are copyrights and trademarks. A lot of times we run out here and we want to name our business something. We want to run out here and be like, oh, I'm gonna name my shit CME this. Cause I know a lot of people like the word CME. Or I'm gonna name my shit, I'm gonna say Coach Misty. I'm gonna go put Coach Misty saying on the t-shirt. I'm gonna say God is my stylist. Coach hashtag Coach Misty, and I'm gonna sell them t-shirts because I love Coach Misty and she be having me cracking up. And baby, that's a good idea. And we always tell her to make them t-shirts, and she'll never make them t-shirts. But guess what? Go on and make the t-shirt if you want to. Go ahead and put hashtag Coach Misty on it. Let me buy one, and then let me take 30% of your profits, or you're gonna stop selling the t-shirts. You know why? Because my name is copyrighted. My name and CME and as pertaining to Coach Misty, I have that trademarked. So go ahead, please and thank you. All right. Now let's do our first online activity. I want you to comment below what's one legal concern you have about your business. If you have a business, what is one legal concern you have about your business? Or if you're thinking about starting a business, what is one legal concern you have about your business? They sound like Janet Jackson. Control. If y'all saw the whole outfit, you'd be like, what the hell she got on? Now I'm all grown up. Thank you. I just think you probably hungry or sleepy. Tomorrow look like Janet Jackson. Okay, you said figuring out taxes. Yeah, that's come see me. I got you. What else? What other common legal risks that we have for business owners? We got figuring out taxes. We got some other things going on. It might be do I need an LLC? Do I need a this, that, and other? All right, TikTok. We got a flash go. Y'all know how we do it. Let's see what they want us to do. All right, I need six people to send me a rose. I only need six people to send me a rose. Let me get six different people to send me a rose. No, you cannot run your business on SSI. I need six people to send me a rose right now. You cannot run your business on SSI unless it make a certain amount. You got to make little to nothing. Yes, thank y'all. Look at y'all. Bow, 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 bow. Thank you. Loving you. Thank you. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for yourselves. Thank y'all. If you on SSI, your business got to make little or nothing. Most people on SSI put their business in their kid's name and one of their grown kids' names. But you ain't hear me when I said that. Thank you so much, Miss Regina. Dr. Regina Ross. Thank you. Listen. Uh listen, most people that on SSI will put their business in one of their grown kids' names. You hear what I said? Okay. That's all I'm saying about that. Not the minors. If you have any minor kids, you don't want to do that because it's going to affect if they get something. All right, moving on, or put it in a sister name. I'm gonna lean off the screen. Let's get into it. All right, y'all. So for section one, which is why legal compliance matters, our key takeaway for section one is that a strong legal foundation keeps you protected and stress-free while scaling your business. I'm gonna say that. A strong legal foundation keeps you protected. Thank you. Listen, and stress-free while structuring your business. Does anybody have any questions about why legal compliance matters? Anybody have any questions about section one? You can go ahead and raise your hand or you can ask to join my live, however, whatever. Insurance for business. Okay. So let's before I get into that, let's talk about insurance for business. Everybody needs general liability. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't care if you're selling popsicles from your house. You need general liability insurance. I don't give a damn if you are. I don't care what it is that you're selling. You can make herbs and spices. you need general liability insurance. You know why? Because just like with car insurance, if you go out here and somebody gets sick from what you have, or somebody should sue you for whatever it is, whatever happens, right? Maybe they have a bad reaction to what it is that you are selling and they decide they're going to sue you. General liability insurance, most policies have a per limit at the per limit per incident is $1 million with a yearly aggregate of 2 million, which means you can have one incident where someone is sued. That next thing ain't gonna get $1 million, but they sue you to up to $1 million and you're covered. You can have what happens if you have another incident and then another person come back and say, hey, I want $1 million. Technically, you covered. Those are two separate incidents. Right now, if you have one incident, let's say you have a mother and a child, and they both use your hair oil or your hair grease, and both of them have a negative reaction, right? If the mother say I want $1 million for me and $1 million for my daughter, your policy isn't going to cover 2 million in one. That's one instance that happened on the same day. It's one thing. They're not going to cover. And well, I'm getting too far down a rabbit hole because it could be two different lawsuits filed on 2 different days, and then your policy would kick back in for the second $1 million. You said my son has a class I need to go to. It was good being here. Hey, not a problem. Thank you. Come back and join us. But at the end of the day, general liability insurance, you can get some general liability insurance for less than $17, right? You definitely, if you have people working for you, you definitely need general liability insurance, right? If you have an outside office, most places require you, most commercial properties require you to have general liability insurance. If you are going to vendor events, setting up booths, you need to have general liability insurance. We're talking about less than $20 a month in most cases, and depending on the levels that you elect. One of the companies that's a go-to for me is Next Insurance. I use Next for business insurance all the time. I actually used to sell business insurance through Next. And go ahead and knock it out the park, answer a couple questions about your business, bada boom, bada bing, you have a policy. If you can, pay your policy up for the year. Don't do that every month to month, because that one month your ass will get to pay it. That'll be the month somebody be on some bullshit. Hmm. Thank you for asking that question, because that's a very important question when it comes to business. Now, guys, let's talk about section two. Section two is understanding legal requirements, understanding them. What I'm going to do, I'm going to break down the must know legal requirements for small business owners. If you are watching me right now and you like, Coach, I can't break this shit down, I'm driving, or Coach, I'm still at work. Go to my YouTube. I am Coach Misty. Afterwards, go to I'm Coach Misty YouTube and save this class. Favorite this class. It's called Business Bay. Listen, it's called Business Bay Legal Week Day 1 and 2. It's on live. It'll be on live forever and a day. Go and watch this class. Let's talk about the business structure. We're going to talk about business structure, licenses and permits, and tax and financial regulations. Let's start with business structure, right? Number one, you need to choose the right one. So let's talk about it. If you just, okay, we're going to talk about why you would need a sole proprietorship versus the LLC versus a corporation, okay? Number one, let's talk about sole proprietorship. It's simple, but there's no legal protection. You can start a business right now. You could look up, this you on a computer, or that be me on a computer, right? Looking up shit. You know what? I decide I love flowers. I decide I want to become a custom florist. I decide I want to sell custom arrangements from my home. I'm going to call it CME Bouquet. I'm going to call it CME Grow, Growing CME. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to growing CME. We're going to do custom bouquets from the house. Boom. I put out a thing and say, hey guys, welcome to my new business, Growing CME. I am growing flowers and creating custom bouquets. Go ahead and sign up, click that link to my PayPal, and go ahead and get you a pre-order your custom bouquet. I have just opened up a business. I didn't need to contact IRS. I didn't contact my city, my county, my state. I had a talk with me and Jesus, and I decided this is what I was doing. Boom. I have a sole proprietorship. It's simple, but there's no legal protection. All right. Now let's talk about an LLC. Okay. A LLC is a limited liability company. Limited liability company. And then with an LLC, I can do the same thing. I can look up some shit and say, I want to go ahead and start CME Grow. I want to become a custom bouquet company, right? It's going to be CME Grow LLC. Now, That LLC, I had paid to get an LLC about 350 in the state of Texas for my LLC, right? This is protecting my personal assets and simplified taxes. Now, having an LLC doesn't automatically mean you have insurance. You have to still get insurance. But what this says is, if Miss Sharon decides that she want to sue me for something, and she said, "Girl, I ordered," hold on, you know it's gonna be a good class. If Zoe, hey Zoe, I'm on a live. What's up? You got AAA? No, I don't. What's wrong? Desire? My car got stuck. Even if I had AAA, they wouldn't come. You'd have to be on it and have your own card. I know, but I thought you could add me and I just send your money for it because I was about to get it myself. They come about it's $125 service fee the first 3 days. It is. It would be the same thing if I added you. It'd still be the same thing. Oh my God! Go and do it. You got it, Buki. I'll send you half. All right, I'm back. Thank you, Jesus. Hey, it ain't listen, it ain't a good class unless one of my kids call in. Thank you, Lord, that I have the type of business and opportunities that I can go ahead and hey, do what I do. All right, let's get back to it. We were talking about business structures, the LLC. So LLC protects your personal assets. So if I start seeing me grow LLC and Miss Sharon say, I bought some roses from you and I pricked my finger, I want $5,000, right? Coach Misty, I know you got it because your ass be online talking to me at your pool and shit. So I know you got the money. Give me $5,000. No, you can't sue Coach Misty. You got to see CME grow. Now, CME Grow just is a brand new company. CME Grow LLC is a brand new company. So with that being said, if CME Grow LLC is a brand new company, and we only got $1,500 in the bank in my business checking account, that's all I got to give you. I don't have $5,000. It don't matter what I got over here. You're suing the LLC, right? So again, this protects your personal assets and it simplifies taxes. A corporation, which is what I have. I have like two LLCs, but I have corporations. So a corporation, this is best for business planning to scale big and take on investors. So when you decide to do an S corp, most people do what's called the S corp. You got a C corp and an S corp. Most people who start businesses by themselves, but want a corporation, you get an S corp. When you start a corporation, you get shares. You're going to, when you are filling out your information online on LegalZoom, like this, that's just the face I do when I look at that shit. When you are filling out your information on LegalZoom, like I do, right? They're going to ask you, what is the value of your company? Like, what do you think the value of your company is? And you can say, oh, my company is worth $1 million. All right, cool. Your company is worth $1 million. How many shares of stock you want? I want, I want 10,000 shares of stock. Oh, okay, good. So you saying that one share in your company is worth $1,000. So that means if I say, hey, so right now, Misty D Scott Incorporated is valued at two point some $1 million. That I ain't talking about the money I got in the bank. I'm talking about what is valued at. I'm talking about my projected revenue. So if I have 100,000 shares of stock to sell, never mind, that's a math problem, and this is gonna fuck y'all up for the day, and I ain't got that kind of time. But here's the deal: I could go to Simply Unique to you and say, "Hey, Unique, would you like to become a part of Missy D Scott Incorporated? Would you like to become an investor?" Which means, guess what? We share in the loss and the profits. As an investor, you are investing in my company by buying stock in my company. You do not have to be a publicly traded stock company to sell stock. I can sell stock right now. I can say, hey, you want to buy stock in CME? I'm gonna sell 100 shares today. I'm gonna share 100 shares of CME, which means you'll be invited to investor meetings, which means that whatever profit we have at the end of the year, whatever if your stock is worth 1% of my profit, then I'm gonna send you a 1% profit check as long as we have profit. If that same 1%, if I'm in a negative, you don't have to pay anything to get us out the negative. You just don't share. There was no profits to share, right? So I could sell stock because I started a corporation and I have stock, I have certificates. I have actual certificates, stock certificates that I can say, oh, you want to buy how many? Okay, I'm gonna sell you 100 shares of CME. Here you go. I'm gonna sign, seal, delivered is yours. Thank you, Jesus. I'm gonna go ahead and send that to you. You are now the proud owner of a. How many people would want to buy stock in CME? No, like just a random question. How many people would want to buy stock in CME? Talent said, other fuck me. Okay. All right. I'm just putting it out there. Just okay. All right. Just uh, uh, belching. Listen, I'm just putting it out there. Just seeing. All right, y'all. So again, the business structures, you have sole proprietorship, a LLC, which is a limited liability company, and you have a corporation. All right, let's talk about licenses and permits, right? Are you operating legally? Are you operating legally? First of all, whatever business it is, whether you are baking at home, selling plates from the house, doing credit repair, whatever it is, you need to check on the local, state, or federal level to see if there's any permits required based on your industry. Now, in the great state of Texas, there's something called a cottage law. Cottage, not college, cottage, like a house. Cottage laws. The cottage laws applies to people who bake from home. According to the cottage law, as long as I list the ingredients on my baked goods or whatever it is that I'm giving, as long as I have somewhere where you can go see the ingredients, I can technically run a food establishment out my home. As long as I have a food handler's license, I don't even need a kitchen manager. So back in the day when I had my cake business, I had a whole I had my kitchen manager certification. Everybody that worked for me had a food handler's permit. Everybody, even my kids, right? My kids, I made them take the food handler's permit, right? Here's the deal. We do be Now I did run out of ghost kitchen because I needed to use like industrial mixers and I needed convection ovens because trying to cook at home was wild. We be cooking cake all night. Once I got to a certain level, I needed more space. However, because of the good cottage laws here in Texas, it was not necessary for me to go to a a commercial restaurant. I could have kept baking out of my condo. I could have ran $1 million business out of my condo if the space permits. Okay. So again, you need to check on the local, state, or federal level to see what permits may be required based on your industry. And you can Google that shit or chat GPT it. Number two is the home-based businesses. I just talked about that. Home-based businesses might need a special license. Do y'all know on DoorDash that you can sell you that you can have a DoorDash restaurant out your house? Did y'all know that shit? Did y'all know some of these places that are ghost kitchens are people's houses that they cooking food in? Or they going to buy, they might be a dessert company, they might say, oh, we got the best lemon pound cake, and they just went to Sam's Club and bought up a whole bunch of lemon pound cakes, and they take them out and put them in the containers and send them to you. Okay? They send you a whole damn kit to DoorDash. I swear to God, I am this fucking close to doing them cake pops. I don't know what time I'm gonna do them. If I had one person, I just need one. All I need is one mic. That's what Nas said. If I had one person that would help me bake cake, baby, I would be a DoorDash and hoe on the weekends. I would only be open Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The way them cake pops would fly off the shelves. Alcohol infused cake pops on the weekend, and you can pick one at a time. I would make them about $4 a piece, and DoorDash gonna come pick that shit up from my house. Somebody gonna come and get it. All I need is one mic. I'm still this close to doing it. If I find one person that's willing to come over here and work the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, listen, you say bring the cake. I'm not bringing no damn cake jars back. She told me bring the cake. Look, Tamara, bring the cake jars back. Well, listen, you got somebody who gonna come over here to my house and help me with this cake. I'll bring the cake back on the weekends. If I can get on DoorDash, I'll bring that shit back on the weekends. I will. If that, as long as I ain't got to try to take nothing nowhere. I love to bake. Baking is it's my pleasure. Now, is baking gonna make me the type of money I make? Fuck no. However, I love to bake. She's talking about bring the cake jars back, please. Listen. We gonna look in the DoorDash. Oh, I like these. Oh, I like these glasses even better. It's giving soul plane. Now these glasses make sense. It's giving soul plane. All right, y'all. Let's say this: selling food. Listen, selling food, beauty, or medical related products. You may need an FDA or health permit. Did y'all know that shit? If you selling food, I don't know how these girls be selling seafood boils on TikTok. That shit is wild to me. You said, I'm the red velvet queen, baby. They were so good. They was good. That red velvet honey whiskey was hit. I made a mango moscato cake a couple weeks ago. Oh, I made red velvet honey whiskey in January. They tore it down. That cake didn't stand no chance. If you are selling food, beauty, or medical related products, you may need an FDA or health permit. So for all my girls that selling sea moss, you need to check to see if you need an FDA permit. What does FDA say about you selling sea moss? What does FDA say about you selling hair oil? You are telling people that they can put this on their scalp. What are you saying about you selling blessed oil? I done already did my homework. You need to. Here's the deal. It takes one hater. It takes, I know now I don't like to use the word hater, but it takes one hater. It takes one person to call in on you. And it's a wrap. Just one. One person, they don't even have to have your product. They just don't like your shine. It takes one person. So that's why I always teach my business base. You need to know what you're doing and you need to check the laws. And if you are in business base, guess what we're going to be doing? Checking the laws this week. All right. Let's talk about taxes and financial regulations. Number one, get you an EIN. That's an employer identification number to separate personal and business taxes. So even if you file your taxes, so let's get into it. I file taxes. I have a tax service, right? I have a lot of people who have businesses. They have no EIN. It's okay. I'm still going to use a Schedule C, but now this is all combined in your personal income. It's all intertwined. It's intermingled. When you get an EIN, even when you file your personal taxes and you say, "Hey, I make money from my business," your tax preparer, if they a good one, should say, "Okay, what's your EIN number? Do you have one? What's the name of your business? Is it separate from your name? Because if it's not separate from your name, you don't have EIN. We don't even need to put the business name because it's all going to go under you as well. Is there a separate business address, right? This is what your business, this is what your tax professional should be asking you. And this is why you need EIN, because we're gonna separate the two. I'm still gonna file your taxes together with that Schedule C, but we're gonna separate the two on paper with the EIN. The second reason that you need to do the EIN, or you need to talk about taxes and financial regulations, is you want to keep track of income and expenses for tax reporting. Don't say that you spend $32,000 on balloons for an event. Where the fuck are the receipts at? So if you have this is why you need a business checking account. Then when you get your business checking account, you attach QuickBooks to it. QuickBooks gonna give you little cute and pretty bar graphs reports and pie graphs and say, hey, you spent this on this. Your big ass was at McDonald's. Let me shut up. Let me cry. Take a sip. Take a sip. Mm, I got. Mhm. Also, you need to know your state and federal tax obligations, sales tax, self-employment tax, etc. Right? I told y'all if y'all wasn't here in the beginning, your good girlfriend, Coach Misty, almost went to jail in 2016 about sales tax here in Dallas County. I had a bench warrant out for my arrest and didn't even know it. All right, so I'm gonna say it again. Oh, I'm betting real good today. You need to these are must know legal requirements for small business owners. Your business structure, choosing the right one. Are you operating legally with your license and permits and your taxes and financial regulations, right? So here's another group activity. I want you to drop in the comments. What type of business structure do you have or plan to have? Do you have a sole proprietorship? Is this just you? Is you solo dolo? Or do you have an LLC? It still could be you. It could be a single member LLC. Or do you have a corporation? If you don't have a business and you plan on opening up a business, drop in the comments of what business structure you are that most makes you tingle. What business structure are you looking at? Right? And if you need help, say need help in the comments. You have a sole proprietorship. Okay, got you. If you need help, say help in the comments and I'll help you figure it out. All right. So the key takeaway for this section too is that the right business structure and registrations protect your business from legal and financial trouble. Okay, from legal and financial trouble. So make sure you have the right business structure and registrations. All right. All right. So let's talk about next steps. This is section 3, and this is the end of day 1. We're gonna talk about day 2, which is navigating legal requirements. We're gonna do a double trouble today before I have my next client. So let's talk about the next steps. These are the next steps to protect your business. I need y'all to write these in the comments so people can screenshot it. And people will have, something to remember because y'all not gonna go back and watch that YouTube. Let's cut it out. First step is to research business structure options and choose the best one. Right? These is how you protect your business. Research business structure options and choose the best one. Number 2, check your state's licensing requirements. Make sure that you don't need any specialized license to do what you do in your state. Number 3, register your business with the state and apply for an EIN. EINs are free. If you get on LegalZoom and they be like, we can get your EIN for $99. No, you can get your EIN for free by on the irs.gov and typing in EIN and applying. Don't let them people get you like that. All right, number three. Okay, we say register your business and apply for EIN. Number four, track income and expenses to stay tax compliant. Track income and expenses. Use Wave or use QuickBooks to track. Have a separate business account to track. And number five, keep all legal documents organized in one place. I cannot say that I am a follower of that because I got shit everywhere. However, I am working on it. And once I get it together, it's gonna be together, and we'll have all our legal documents in one place. I know where my certificates, my stock certificates are. Okay, I know where my articles of incorporation are. I know where that is, but this other stuff. Carry the five at the six, but I'm working on it. So what I want you to do is I want you to drop the words protect my business in the comments if you're committed to to getting your legal foundation in place. Check you're gonna do protect my business. Now, before we wrap up, do you have any legal questions that I can help you with? This is a time to get some free coaching. Before we wrap up, do you have any legal questions you need help with right now? Drop it in the comments. Okay, I see a lot of people say, hey, I'm about to protect my business. Got you. You said if you have a small business and someone tries to sue you in your small business and it has no money. So if you have a small business and someone tries to sue your small business, they can, if you have an LLC and you have no money, the judge will grant them your business. The judge will grant them your business, meaning if you have Mary Lovely Velvet Cakes and I sue you and you ain't got no money, now it's Misty Lovely Velvet Cakes. I'm going to win your business. I'm going to get all your business documents. I'm going to win your business. All right. If someone tries to sue your business and you don't have an LLC, they are suing you. They are, yeah, they are suing you. Um, what else? If someone tries to sue your business and you have a corporation and a corporation, they could still be awarded your business, but your corporation is a separate entity. Your corporation is its own entity. Like Misty D. Scott Incorporated is over here, and I'm Missy D. Scott. I'm Missy D. Scott, the person, but Missy D. Scott Incorporated is his own bad bitch. Okay, that's why I did it like that. Hey, how you doing, Nisi? Anybody else have any questions about the legal ego stuff? If not, we're still going to talk about legal things. I'm going to move right into day two. What if the business is closed now? So if the business is closed, so here's the deal. They can have an open judgment on something. If you start another business, they can try to come after your other business. But the business is closed now. They could be awarded whatever the name of the business or whatever they have, right? That can happen. Sound like you might need to get a personal coaching or something. All right, y'all. So, if you would like to dive deeper, if you would like to go ahead and expand your knowledge and expand your pocketbook, why don't you join Business Bay Coaching for $12 per week? You get weekly business. Listen, you're going to get weekly business, legal, and strategy training to secure and scale your business, right? Join us in Business Bay on Facebook, and it's $12 per week. Go to iamcoachmisty.com or you can go to www.bb3coaching.com and sign up. But it's easier just to go to imcoachmissy.com, find a cute picture of the business bay, and go ahead and sign up today. Go ahead and sign up today. All right. I am teaching people in Business Bay how to make 100K in 90 days. So go ahead and sign up. Now, if you're serious about building a business that lasts, you must handle the legal side of things. Don't wait until there's a problem, right? Protect your brand, secure your assets, and run your business the right way. I'm gonna say that again. Protect your brand, secure your assets, and run your business the right way. Right? So here's the deal. I'm gonna see y'all in the next class. Are you saying I am Coach Misty? It's right here. Do y'all see the sticker? First of all, is there a sticker right here? Is it a sticker? Not for y'all Facebook. TikTok, is there a sticker right here? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay, that's the website right there, honey bun. I am coachmisty.com, or you can go click the link in my bio. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and move right into day two. Welcome back to Business Bay. We're now talking about navigating legal requirements for business owners. This is Legal Ego Week, navigating legal business requirements for business owners. Again, what's up, Business Bays? If you don't know the legal rules, you might be breaking them without even realizing it. So today we're talking about the laws and regulations that impact your business and how to stay compliant so you don't get hit with fines, shutdowns, or legal headaches. right? So if you're trying to stay legal, TikTok, don't play with me today either. Baby, if you want to stay legal, drop stay legal in the comments. If you I'm trying to stay legal on so many different. I had a talk with God last night. All right, y'all. We need at least two people to join Business Bay today so y'all can get this work. If you are trying to stay legal, put stay legal in the comments. If you're ready to make sure that your business is 100% compliant. As again, as you know, I teach in sections. We're going to do section one. I'm going to give you some news you can use, some examples, a key takeaway, and you need to ask questions about section one while we are in section one, because then I'm going to move to section two. All right. At the end of it, at the end of this session, if I have a couple minutes, I would do some free business coaching for people who are able to join my live. But in the meantime, between time, let's get into section one. Section one says why business compliance is crucial. And that shit is capital. Why is it crucial? First of all, legal compliance isn't just about following the rules. It's about protecting your business and making sure that it grows without interruptions, that it can grow without interruptions. Okay. So let's talk about why business compliance is crucial. Number one, it keeps your business operational. No one wants to wake up to a cease and desist letter. Look at the shit with Tasha K and Cardi B. Look at this shit with Tasha K and Cardi B. They finally came to an agreement, I think of like 1.8 million, right? And she has to pay so much per year, Tasha K. And if she misses one payment, it goes back to the default judgment, right? Listen, keep your business operational. Nobody wants to wake up to a cease and desist letter. Number two is builds credibility and trust. We talked about it in the last class, right? Customers and banks trust businesses that are legally compliant. They trust you. You got a cookie preference thing on your website. This is a real website. People are like, oh, that little cookie thing popped up. I know she real scamming. Mm, right. So number two is build credibility and trust. Number three, prevents financial losses. Fines, penalties, and lawsuits can drain your revenue fast. Right? You do not want to get a letter in the mail saying that you owe XYZ P. Okay. So this prevents financial losses by staying business compliant. And the last one is making it makes scaling better. If you ever want to get funding or investors, you need legal compliance. I'm saying it again. If you ever want to get funding or investors, and I ain't talking about that old crooked ass funding off the never mind, you get some shit from the reservation talking about we gonna give you $1,000, you got to pay us back five. No, I'm talking about real business funding. You have to be legally compliant. All right, even if you want to get some of these grants, you know y'all still seeing that grant song. Coach Misty, what you think about grants? Who? Grant Hill? He nice looking. Who? Hugh Grant, I like his accent. When you talking about grants, you need to be doing business. In order to get some business grants, you need to be actually doing business. So if don't ask me about no grants and you ain't sold shit. It's weird and I don't like it. All right. So let's talk about what happens if you ignore business regulations. Number one, you could be faced with lawsuits from customers or competitors. Number two, heavy Chevy fines from the IRS, local or federal agencies. I remember the what was it? The ATF was on me when I first came out with the alcohol infused cake. Was it? It went to DEA. No, I think it was the ATF. Yeah, alcohol, tobacco, and firearm. The ATF was on my ass when I first came out with Cake with a Kick because they were like, wait a minute, you don't have a liquor license. How are you selling cake with a kick? And I'm like, well, the alcohol burns off. Huh? I damn near had to bring out my Bunsen burner set. I had to submit samples of my cake jars and my cake pops to an FTF agent for them to test it to make sure that I wasn't out here breaking the good laws by trying to illegally sell alcohol. I hadn't even been in business 6 months. Who told on me? I do not know. But when ATF called me and said, "Hey, we need to talk to you. We need to inquire about Cake with a Kick," what you need to know. Let's get it on. All right. So again, lawsuits from customers or competitors, heavy fines from the IRS, local or federal agencies. Number three is your business license could be revoked or your company shut down, right? And number four, legal trouble for you personally if you are not legally separated from your business. So I want you to drop in the comments what's one legal requirement that confuses you the most? What's one legal requirement that confuses you the most? And I'm gonna go ahead and help you out with that after we get finished with this. The key takeaway for section one is that knowing your legal responsibilities protects you from unexpected legal trouble and helps your business grow. So knowing what you need to know will help you grow. Period. Point blank. Does anybody have any questions about section one? Section one is why business compliance is crucial. Questions, concerns, or comments? No? All right, we're going to talk about understanding business law. Welcome to section two, understanding business law and regulations. Now, let's break down what you need to do to stay compliant. Number one, we're going to talk about the same shit again. Business registration, make it official. Make it official. Do you need a DBA, doing business as name? So I could be Misty Scott doing business at CME. I'm Misty D. Scott doing business at CME Financial Services. I'm Misty D. Scott doing business at CME Square, right? Do you need a doing business as name? Remember, the DBAs like here in Dallas are only $25 compared to an LLC, which is what? 350. Second question is, should you register as an LLC, sole proprietorship, or corporation? You have to answer those questions, right? You can always, you start out an LLC, you can always go up to a corporation. You always can change it as long as the name is still available. And number three, have you checked if your business name, that's, I just said it. Have you checked, you say, do you need to do an MBA to be a, to what? I don't know what you're saying, Zenobia. I just said this. You need to check to see if your business name is legally available. It may not be legally available. There's another cake with a kick in Florida. When I was thinking, looking at business names, and I was like, oh, cakewithakick.com is available. But is there any other cakes in the kicks in the city? Or and I found a cake with a kick in Florida. And then I had to go look to see, wait, do they have cake with a kick trademark? Because if they got cake with a kick trademark, I can't use that. Because the thing I would hate to get logos and t-shirts and business cards and stickers and all this stuff and then get a cease and desist letter and say, hey, you can't you can't use that name. It's taken. You say, how do I choose a structure? It all depends on what kind of business you have, what kind of business you have in Vision Media, and how many employees do you have. Now, so we talked about why you need a business registration because you need to. Where should we go to check? You can go check the trademark. You can go to the if you look up U.S. Patent or U.S. trademarks and patents, you can go and check to see if the name is taken. I think you have to pay like $1 or something to enter into the database so they can check your identity, but you'll go ahead and do that. Number two is license and permits. What do you need to operate? There are industry specific licenses. So if you're in beauty, food, or coaching, you may, I'm gonna say it again, if you are in beauty, food, or coaching, you may need a professional license, right? Then you have local business licenses. Some cities require a license even for home based businesses. You have to look this up before you open up your doors. And the third one is sales tax permit. If you're selling physical products, you may need a tax ID. Again, I was selling physical products. I didn't file my taxes for 3 months. Dallas issued me a thing to come to court, a court date. I never saw it. I never went to court. I had a bench warrant out. All right. So we just talked about business registration and license and permits. Let's talk about taxes and financial compliance. How to avoid IRS trouble. Baby, the I to the R to the S. Do not play. Hold on. I might need to go take a nap before I do mediumship. I will. The I to the S, do not play. So number one, get an EIN. That's an employer identification number to separate your business taxes. Number two, know what taxes you need to pay, such as sales tax, self-employment tax, and payroll tax. If you are unfamiliar with what you need to pay, find you a CPA. Find you somebody who knows. Pay for, listen, do what you love and pay for the things that you don't. All right. Next is going to be taxes and finance. Oh no, we just did that. Also, keep financial records and receipts in case of an audit. You need to keep those. Let's talk about employee laws. If you are hiring people, now, if you are hiring people as a 1099, that's an independent contractor. But if you are telling people, I'll pay you $15 an hour and I will do this, that, and the other, you need to listen. There's a worker classification, right? You need to decide if they're an employer, will they get a W 2 at the end of the year, or a contractor, a 1099. If you, I hire all 1099s because you're going to do your own taxes at the end of the year. Hell, I might even do them for you, right? But I hire everybody as a 1099. Next is payroll taxes. You must withhold taxes for your employees. You cannot pay them if you say they're employees and they work for your company as employees, you cannot listen. You said, you did not miss my phone call at 6 o'clock today, Angel, at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. You up. She said, my hey, Coach Misty, I missed your phone call. No, you didn't. It ain't your appointment time yet. Thank you. Central Standard Time, not Eastern. All right. So you have payroll taxes. You must withhold taxes for your employees, right? And then you have workplace safety and labor laws. You need to ensure fair wages and working conditions. That's why I hire people as 1099s. Okay, I'm not gonna have no OSHA flyer up in my house. So you're a 1099. Okay. So again, we talked about the things that you need to stay compliant: business registration, license and permits, tax and financial compliance, and employee law. So I want you to drop in the comments, right? I want you to tell me, do you have a business license? Tell me, number one, do you have a business license? If you don't have a business license, what's holding you back from getting one? Do you even know what to look for? All right. So, the key takeaway for this is that knowing your legal responsibilities help you avoid fines, protects your business from lawsuits, and ensures long-term success. Okay? He said you need to know the ropes of what first? Let's talk about your business compliance checklist. And we're almost done, guys. Number one, check your industry's legal requirements. I need you to research licensing, tax, and permit regulations. I researched today licensing. I don't care if you ain't even put the business out there. If you ain't sold not one product, you need to research licensing, tax, and permit requirements. Number two, make sure your structure is set up, whether it's LLC or corporation. Make sure that thing is set up before you sell your first product. Number three, keep good financial records. You need to track income, expenses, and taxes to avoid issues later. And if you don't know how to do that, contact us over here at cmetaxservice.com and we'll see what we can do for you. Next one is renew licenses and permits on time. I always put reminders in my calendars when a certain permit is up, at least 45 days before, and I go and renew it way before the due date, okay? And the last one is stay updated on law changes. Follow legal resources or join a coaching program that keeps you informed. All right. So I want y'all to drop stay legal in the comments if you're committed to making sure that your business is legally compliant. Put stay legal. Huh? We're gonna be legal, we're gonna stay legal. All right. Now, if you, again, I'm gonna say this to say that, if you would like more hands-on guidance, you can join our business-based coaching program for just $12 per week. We also have other options where you can make a one-time payment and for the rest of the year, or you can become one of my VIP clients that I have one more spot left, where I will meet with you every once a month for the rest of the year. You come to Business Bay, and I'm going to give you Mindset 365 for free. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the link tree. So if you go to iamcoachmissy.com, let's go there real quick. Let's see what we got. So if you go to I am Coach Misty, no, it's not through Cash App. You can use Cash App through my site, but no, you have to go to my site, I am Coach Misty. You're going to click on Business Bay. You go to imcoachmisty.com and click on Business Bay. When you click on Business Bay, it's going to take you to our BB3 coaching page. And you can go ahead and sign up. If you want to say, I want to sign up here, it's going to pop up what? $12. You go ahead and sign up. You'll pay $12 a week. Come join. You'll get a email with a private group link on there. Go join my group. Go ahead and watch the videos that I recorded for the last 4 weeks. It's only 4 videos in there. That is how to build a 100K in 90-day framework. And let's get to getting. All right. So and this is, I want to say this is the best time. Listen, the best time to handle your legal business was yesterday. The next best time is now. Make sure you're protected, compliant, and positioned for long-term success. And once again, I will see you in the next Business Bay class, which will be either tonight or tomorrow. We're going to talk trademarks and copyrights, how to protect your business assets. So if you have questions about trademarks or copyrights, please don't forget to rock with me tonight. We're going to do a late night Business Bay. where we talk about this. All right. Does anybody have any questions on how to sign up for Business Bay? Does anybody need me to walk them through on how to sign up for Business Bay? It's very self, and you can go to IamCoachMissy.com. You're going to click on the little cute girl, which is our Business Bay. She's in front of her small business. It's going to take you to my website, bb3coaching.com. And what you're going to do is, if you want to start with the $12 one, you can click right here. If you are interested in doing a just one time payment for the rest of the year, you say, hey, I know this is what I want to do. Let me go ahead and secure my space in Business Bay. And I'm going to give you Mindset 365 the last 90 days. You can go ahead and scroll down to the middle, and it's going to have all of the packages. It's going to have Choose Your Business Bay package. This is the $12 a week. This is the yearly one. This is the VIP Deluxe. So go check that out and go ahead and sign up. And we look forward to seeing you. Baby, when I tell you the sleep is real, I have had probably about 2.5 hours of sleep, and I've been going, going, going. And I told Kai, I said, I don't know when I'm gonna fall out, but bitch, I'm gonna fall out. And guess what? The time is here, and the time is now. So I'm gonna just go ahead and hang up. I'm gonna take my little captain hat off. Okay, captain, my captain. The lady I'm gonna call at 6. I'm gonna call you from the bed at 6 o'clock. Lord, please let her have a 5-minute appointment. Matter of fact. Oh yeah, you got a 5-minute quickie call. Matter of fact, I'm about to call you now when I hang up this damn phone. I'm about to call you right now because I'm going to what? The fuck to sleep. So that shit is from this morning and caught up with my ass. I want to thank y'all for rocking with Business Bay. I will see y'all back here tonight for Mediumship. Listen, Coach Misty Live, Mediumship, and more. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all go to YouTube. I'm Coach Misty, and go ahead and hit the bell for notifications and check out all of my playlists. This is all the free news you can use to become a better person and to line in pockets. Thank you and God bless. And bye. Bye.